Fabi, second place at the Clutch Chess Champion Showdown. Happy with how you played here?
No, I wouldn't say happy. Okay, we were fighting, all of us. The format was kind of deciding that you should be playing for a win. Draws didn't help anyone for the most part. Maybe on the first day, but after that, I think nobody really cared about draws. So yeah, it was a bit. Yeah, everyone was trying to play very aggressively and taking risks, and that was probably the result of a lot of these mistakes also. And I mean, I think that I had like one bright moment yesterday, and then the other 2 days were kind of poor, unfortunately. And today, okay, I had to press for a win against Magnus, but didn't ever get any chances. He was very controlled. He played very well both games. And yeah, maybe I had some chances to draw. But I was always on the back foot, I felt, in both games. And unfortunately with White also preparation, well, it wasn't preparation, I just repeated what I did from Norway Chess. That didn't work out too well. He knew the line. I think he played in very, very good way. A5, B6, it's obviously very, very good for black. Then it got a bit messy, and I was still kind of hopeful, but then he found this very important C3 move, I think that was very good, sacking the bishop on b4, but then he gets too many pass pawns, so I had to play down an exchange. So, yeah, I mean, I didn't deserve to get second place, but considering my level of play, but I'll take it.
Well, two wins against Magnus yesterday were definitely deserving. I think they were incredible games. If we could just talk a bit about them, the Berlin one, it just felt like you completely outplayed him with knight e4, right timing for g4, then king f2, h4, h5. What a game.
Yeah, well, I just because I didn't prepare for any game, so I just was deciding my opening basically in the 1 minute before the game. And I was just remembering, okay, I saw that he played against Hikaru at the Berlin, so I thought maybe he'll repeat it, you know what. It's at least the only thing I can really think about. So then I remembered that like way back over 10 years ago, we were playing the Berlin on occasion, like Shamkir 2014. We played the Berlin endgame and then also Norway Chess 2015, and I won both games. And then he kind of abandoned the opening. Actually, I think it was because he didn't like the endgame. So then I just remembered, like, you know, if he's starting to play the Berlin again rather than his Marshall, which he loves and knows very well, then why not I knew it would be annoying for him. And he would have to think about like all the old stuff that we knew a decade ago, but I didn't feel like he had checked the endgame in a long time. So he played the line that was very popular a long time ago, which isn't so popular now, king 8, h5. And then he basically played h4. I knew it was an accuracy. And after that, I just like always felt that I was much better winning. Okay, then it got a little bit messy because he had these pass pawns. I was trying to calculate, it was complicated, but it was always winning for me.
And that second game where you played this Queen's Gambit accepted and he went Queen a4, you took like 4 minutes to play the move b5. What were you calculating at that point? Could you share?
Well, it's clear that I can make some other move. I don't have to, I can castle for, I don't have to sack the exchange, but it's very critical, or not castle, I can play like bishop b7 or something, but it's very, very critical to sack the exchange. First of all, if he doesn't take the exchange, then he's just down a pawn for nothing. So he takes the exchange, I give a check on b4, and then he has like very few logical moves. Basically, I only considered knight d2, bishop d2, or king d1, and king d1 I saw that e5 is very strong. And so then it was basically bishop d2 or knight d2. To my surprise, I saw that there was actually a game, Anatoly Karpov playing Judith Polgar after bishop b4.
Oh, I didn't check.
I think a slightly different move order. It came from like Vienna and then transposed. And what was played was bishop b4, bishop d2, which I thought is the most logical, probably only move. Knight b6, queen c6, bishop d7, queen b7. And here I saw I have a draw, bishop c8, bishop d7, if I want, or I can play on. So that was already enough for me to decide to go for this. And then in that game, they actually made a draw like this.
Oh.
Black can continue, but it's still about equal. And then he played king e2. Of course, it's kind of a crazy move. He must have missed e5, but to be honest, if you turn like a really strong engine on, just short castle is actually better than e5, and it's just like -3. But e5 is so tempting. And I saw when I played e5, I saw the position basically after rook a2, it just looked great for me, so that's why I went for it. Then it turned into a mess. I gave him chances to draw. I mean,
there were some rook a6 mating ideas there.
Yeah, I just like didn't even consider that I dropped the rook back, just mate. I mean, if I considered for a second that I moved the rook anywhere, then I would see this move. But I just thought, okay, the rook is on a2. Like, I'll try to chase his rook from b1, and I'll win the b2 pawn, and I'll win this not by checkmating, but because I have passed pawns. But then I turned it into a complete mess. To his credit, he was fighting well. I mean,
Yeah.
although I could have mated him in 4 after that, he was actually fighting well. And g4, like a lot of these moves, he was making only moves not to resign immediately. So I look at the game in 2 parts. It was like a nice start, and then of course a mess, which I would prefer not to be part of the game, but what to do? That's
And a good finish at the end, so you won. So
yeah. The finish was of course a bit lucky that I have this rook c2 and things coordinate, and okay, it's yeah, of course it is always a highlight to beat Magnus, especially 2 games in a row. But the first game is, I think, a little bit higher quality.
and lastly, Fabi, now some rest for you.
Yeah, I'll rest for the next month. Well, actually, tomorrow I play a match against Prague.
Oh, in speed chess.
Yeah.
Oh.
But besides that, I'll rest the next month, and I'll watch the World Cup, which is going to happen very soon. I think starts like 1st or something.
And any favorites or anything, any predictions that you would like to make?
Well, of course, I can't say I have like someone I want to win because unfortunately I'll have to play them. Yeah, or,
In the candidates.
yeah,
yes.
in the candidates. We'll play in the candidates. Of course, I am rooting for Levon, for Grigori, for Maxime. I hope they do well, but it's going to be a huge fight. You can never predict. There's no prediction to be made. You know. I think that we could see any 3 players in the final. You know, there's a lot of very worthy candidates.
Yeah, we'll miss you there, but we'll see you in Mumbai very soon for the Global Chess League.
Thank you. Yeah, see you there.
See you soon.